welcome to my channel. I'm Angelique. Thank you for joining me. For those of you who've been following me since the beginning, I started this channel last year. I've done a few things on this channel. It's been very challenging for me to find out what direction I want to go with my channel, especially because most of my social media focus has always been on Instagram, and then when TikTok came about, I wanted to start venturing. I realized that venturing into other social media platforms is powerful as well. So YouTube was just such a big platform that I've just felt overwhelmed, and I really took the time to kind of see what I wanted to do with it. So today I will be discussing what I'm going to be doing moving forward with my YouTube page, how often I plan to be bringing content, and I'm also announcing my small business. Before I get into what my small business is, I just want to talk to you guys about the content that you will be seeing on my page. For now, what my page is going to be about, what you will be seeing, is things in regards to my small business, where not only am I talking about how I'm going about creating my small business, any faux pas that I run into my small business, growing pains with my small business, just things that I've learned with my small business, anything to do with that, how-tos. You'll understand how that comes into play in a little bit here. I'll be doing hauls. I am also a micro influencer. So what I go ahead and do as well is I get a lot of product in terms of collaborating with certain teams. I get some sponsorships. So I will be doing hauls so that you guys can see what I do on Instagram as well here on YouTube. So then I will also be talking about self-care. Self-care for me is huge, and we're going to get into that a little bit more in just a bit here when I talk about what my small business is and when I'm launching it and how it's going to come about. And then I'll be talking about faith as well. My faith, I'm a woman of faith. I mean, the last year really has been extremely transformative for me in regards to my faith. And it has just made the world of a difference in my life and how I do things in my life, you know? So I'm definitely going to be bringing some content in regards to my faith and talking about my faith. Never mind my cat in the back over there. You see her? So I'll be talking about my faith, guys. I'll also be bringing fitness stuff. I'll be talking about fitness stuff. I'll be bringing fitness videos. I might start off by posting some old ones and just kind of like post a collage of it so you guys know. I will also be talking about social media and being a content creator and how to grow your social media platforms. I have, at the start of 2020, with 13,000 followers at the beginning of 2020. And now, and we are in September of 2021, I have 50,000 followers. I haven't bought any bots. I've done it purely organic. It is a lot of hustle and it is a lot of work, but if you want to organically grow and just kind of figure out how to go about Instagram growth, I will be bringing you content in regards to that as well. And then last but not least, I'll be bringing you content on my other business that I have, which is my real estate investment team. That's real estate investment company. That's mine and my husband's. It's called Aristeo Investment Properties. More of that to come. I will not be discussing more than just letting you know that I have it right now, just because there are moves being done, and I'd rather keep that on the DL for now until I feel more comfortable sharing all of that with y'all. I just want to learn a little more before I start to really dive into that. But everything else you'll be getting from me. So I'm hoping to post 2 to 3 times a week on here. So please follow along, keep me accountable. Find me on my other social medias and be like, hey, where's that episode? We're waiting to see it. I would love that because that's just going to keep me on my toes. And I just haven't been able to get the ball rolling with YouTube. I can't stay consistent, but this is my attempt at starting that. So any tips are welcome. Let's talk about the announcement of my small business. I'm a little nervous, guys. I'm a little nervous. Okay, so the name of the business is Elle by S, which Elle is French for her. So that's E-L-L-E, apostrophe on the E, Elle by S. I absolutely love empowering women and focusing on women making themselves be better. I am a daughter of boomer parents. Both my parents are from the baby boomer generation. And one thing that they did excellent at was, teaching me how to be more independent. They did a great job of teaching me to be very independent. Both my parents, both of my parents, both my mom and my dad, did a great job of like, hey, don't rely on other people, rely on yourself, you know, and that is phenomenal. But they did push college. And so all that I felt like college really prepared me for was to work for somebody else. But in working for somebody else, as you guys know, I work for Apple. I absolutely love it. It doesn't fulfill me. It's not what I was called to do, but it was definitely an assignment that I was given now in retrospect. It was an assignment that I was given to get to where I am today. I want you to know that this small business I started completely on my own. I didn't get a loan. I didn't get any funds. I just every month put some money aside for my 9-to-5 job, which is Apple, like I've said. And so what I'm doing is I am creating my own products. Entrepreneur life for me means not having to receive a paycheck from anyone that isn't my own name. So, when you're selling other people's products, like for example, I am an ambassador for a lot of like clothing lines. And so I'll make little commissions off that, but I'm still selling somebody else's product. And although you can build a business around that, and really, if you're a go-getter, you can really, make a living off of it completely. You're still, the whole thing for me is that, what if that company stops making that product? Then what? So for me, it was like, no, I have to create my own product. I don't mind, selling all these other commission-based products for it, because, I'm all about multiple streams of income. But I said, no, I want to take complete control of my finances and freedom. One thing that I want to make very clear is I am not after the paper. I am not. I used to be after the paper, and I think that's what really messed me up and going into the directions that I really didn't want to go into and having to learn the hard way. But right now I'm just after doing something that makes me happy, something that I can do for my own home and don't have to really rely on it. You rely on resellers because you're purchasing product to make a final product, and wholesalers, but I'm not having to I don't have to worry about what if they stop making this product, or what if the company just says, hey, just kidding, we've been making products for 40 years, but we've decided this is not what we're doing, or we've changed it completely and now nobody wants to buy it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to rely. I want the checks that I'm receiving, my paychecks, to be signed by me. So hence why Elle by S was born. And I knew that I wanted to do something geared towards women. I love my men, and I am incorporating men into my brand, but I wanted to start with women. And one thing that I love is making things with my hands. I love to make things from scratch and just say, I did this. It came with a lot of detail, a lot of love. What prompted me to start, like I told you, it's chasing financial freedom and just freedom of time, not having to work for somebody else. As much as I love Apple, if they need me to do something, I just gotta, because that's who's paying me. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to have to do that, moving forward later in my life. So that's really what prompted me to start my own small business. And because it's not the only thing I'm doing. There's multiple things. I'm doing my modeling, I'm doing my social media, I'm doing my PR stuff, I'm dabbling into real estate. So I have money coming in from everywhere, but this brand that I've created, Elle by S, is something for me that it's gonna just keep growing and evolving. And I'm excited to share the beginning part of the journey, because I'd love to come back a year from now and say, what happened with that? Am I still on that? And did I do something different? Did it get bigger? Did we change complete directions? So that's what really excited me about starting my own business with my own product, with my own brand. Everything is mine, 100% mine, and I couldn't be happier. Hence came the name Elle by S. It's things for her, but with my touch, with my special touch. So it is a Latina-owned company. I chose Elle in French because I am French. My dad is from France. I speak French fluently, and I just wanted to incorporate a little bit of all my culture in it. So Elle by S incorporates the French side of me. Stephanie was a name that was given to me as a French name. It actually has an accent on the E. So I really liked incorporating that. I am a proud Latina. I mention that all the time. And so it's a Latina-owned brand. And again, I like to do things with my hands, and I will be making the product from home. The mission statement that I've put together, I'd like to read it to you, is we are all about serving her, pampering her, and focusing on all things that help her feel loved and refreshed. I came together with some products that I wanted to create myself, and this is where it's starting. It's going to expand, but when I've had a long week or a hard week or a hard day, a long month, a hard month, a long year, a hard year, there's something about scent. There's something about, you could be having the worst day of your life and you walk into your house and it smells like cookies. And you're like, for a second, you might just forget everything that you just, right before you walked in the door, you were having a horrible day, just crap after crap after crap after crap after crap. And you walk in, you smell, for that split second that you use your smell and sense of smell, it just, that smells good. Do you know what I mean? It gives you a moment of good. So what I realized about myself is that in having something that smells good when I'm in a bad moment, because I suffer from mild depression and generalized anxiety disorder and juvenile myoclonic seizures, when I get to those places that I just can't anymore, sometimes just turning on a candle or turning on a candle and running a warm bath with some bath salts that smell amazing and complementary to one another, for those 10 minutes, I'm somewhere else. And what that allows me to do, it doesn't solve my problems, it doesn't make my problems go away, but it allows my mind to become calm and centered. And I can make better decisions, and I can speak on things a little bit more, and I can make not so impulsive or emotion-based decisions. Unfortunately, at least for me, a lot of my emotion-based decisions don't go very well for me, right? So, and when I'm in those moments, it's very hard for me to calm down or to center myself. And a smell can just get you there, like so quickly. Why? Because your smell is tied to a memory. It gives you some moment of peace. It doesn't solve your problems, but it helps you feel good. And I've always done my own bath products, like hair masks, lotions, like I've just done all my own stuff. So what I decided to do, and the products that I will be selling as of right now, will be candles. I will have signature candles. I will have different lines of candles. I will have dessert candles. I will have affirmation candles. I'm going to get into the healing candles. That's a little later down the road. But every month there will be themes for candles, different candles. I will be keeping some that are just going to be like, hey, get it this month or it's gone. Signature scents. So there will be that. Foaming sugar scrubs, foaming sugar cubes, bath bombs, bath salts, wax melts, and lip scrubs. All of that will be made with natural ingredients. All of them will be vegan. All of them, including the candles, all natural. The wick that's going to be used, the glass, everything is going to be natural and good for your skin, and it's going to smell amazing. I've never, ever made any of these. Now I started doing this in June, so I now have 2 months under my belt of making products. I'm self-taught. I've watched hours on end of YouTube videos, and I don't know, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I didn't know what I was doing, and like, I was just like, listen, God, take the wheel. Like, He put it in my heart. I just started buying the stuff and just started doing it without even thinking. I just took action. It was put in my heart. It didn't make sense, still doesn't make sense, but it's moving, it's going. And you know, when I tell, I've been very careful to not tell anybody about this. There's, I think, like only 5 people total that know about this prior to me mentioning it here. And that's on purpose, right? Because it's like a baby, when you're starting a business and you want to protect it and you just want to make sure. And I don't want just yes men in my corner. I need people that can call things out, and they have, and they've been great friends and being able to call out and give me some feedbacks and stuff like that. But what really makes me excited is that I've never done it before, and it was just put in my heart. It just stirred my heart. It just like, do it, just take the action. Who cares what it is going to involve in? Who cares that that's not what I wanted to start off selling a completely different product that had more to do with clothing. And first, I just last minute said, nope, we're going this route instead. So that's what I'm going to be starting with. I will take a recording of what my work area looks like right now for that, because you're going to be shocked. And we're going to upgrade my work area, and we're moving things around the house, but I'd love for you guys to see what I'm working with, because I'm not working with a lot, and God's just telling me, you've got everything you need. You've got everything you need. Do it. Like, just recording this video and releasing it, I'm nervous as hell because it makes it that much more real. And I'm like, who the heck's gonna want to buy any of my stuff? You know, but God's just telling me to have faith and to do it. I'm going to be putting together self-care kits. So all of the products that I mentioned, you will be able to buy them individually. And then I'll have self-care kits that you can buy. And so the point of the self-care kit, it'll come with like a candle, a bath bomb, some foaming sugar scrub. It'll probably come with a wax sachet that you can hang in your closet that smells great. Some wax melts if you have those little melt thingies. It's gonna be a whole little bundle. And the intention is when you have a girlfriend or even a guy friend, because I am making a men's line for this stuff and men's scent, that's gonna be my affirmation line. Again, we'll get into that. That is just gonna be a little care package that you can send someone, hey, you've had a really rough week. Here's a little package for you. Turn on a candle, run a bath, just embrace the good scents, the smell. I am totally wanting to add things like champagne and chocolate soon to my brand, but I am working out the legalities of that. Love chocolate, love champagne. And I was just thinking like, how can you pamper yourself at home, especially with what's going on with COVID? Like, yeah, you can go to a nice spa and stuff, but what if you can't? What if your schedule just doesn't permit it? What if your pocket doesn't permit it? What if your schedule life what if you just can't? What if you can just do it from home? I think the one thing that quarantine taught me was that you need to be able to be self-sufficient from home. You need to be able to figure it out from home. You can't be relying on external sources. Figure it out from home. And so this is just a way to bring peace of mind, self-love, self-care to your home, natural ingredients. For my men, it's like, well, how is this about men? Let me tell you something. I am blessed to have a husband who just worships me. And I can say that pridefully, worships me. And anytime that I'm not feeling well, he goes and gets my favorite candies. He runs a bath for me. So you can give these gifts to women that you know. You can have them for yourself. I am making a men's line for men's scent. That's coming a little bit later. But these are just things that I'm talking about her because there's so much inequality when it comes to her. For years and generations and centuries, women have had to take care of themselves. Women have had to look out for themselves. So this is just nobody had any regard. Nobody cared. It was just like, hey, pop out the babies. That's what you're here for. Pop them out. And it's different now. Women have to take care of themselves. There are no babies without women. There is no continuation of population without women. There are no men on this earth without women because the men are birthed from the women. So women should be taking care of themselves. Women should be pampering themselves because dang, we go through a lot. And not to say that men don't. Let me tell you, I love men and I love what you guys bring to the table. But we have been looking out for men because for the longest time, you were the only breadwinners. I know that there are some women out there that still feel like men should be the only ones doing everything. Not this woman. I'm here to help you. I'm here to be your partner, your teammate. Let's pick up the load together. It's not about you being a man or me being a woman. Let's do what we can. Whatever we have the strength to do, let's do it together, right? So I just want you guys to keep that in mind when thinking about my brand. I want to expand it. There's a lot more to come, but this is where I'm starting. Another thing the other reason why I started this was when I was home, and this is my home office, like my 9 to 5 right here. My small business office is downstairs, but so hard at first to get used to working, and throwing in some candles and some good scents in my office just made all the difference in the world. It was like the best thing that I could do for myself in that moment. It's about, we can complain all day that we're stuck indoors, but what if you can just adapt and find ways to make your current situation better? So in my office, that scent just, even though I'm staring at these exact walls here, when I turn on my Hawaiian Island scent candle, I am in Hawaii, okay? Don't matter what I'm looking at. You always have candles, you always have bath salts, you always have bath bombs, you always have something that smells good when it comes to taking care of yourself in one way or another. It can be lotion, it can be anything, but you always have something that smells good around you. During the holidays, we turn on candles to remind us to keep the home warm and feeling like Christmas or like Thanksgiving, or even on Halloween, the sense of candies. Like it brings us memories. So I am doing everything by hand with love, very detailed. You don't know how many times I've changed the name, the size, the colors of the candles. I will be showing product very soon, but I have to take the product pics first. So I just wanted to launch and talk to you about it, to please encourage you guys to follow my Instagram pages. My small business Instagram page is going to be tagged here at the bottom. It's at Èlle by S Inc. And then of course there is my personal Instagram page, which is angelique.sd15, and that's going to be where you can see more of my modeling content. On my Èlle by S Inc. page, you will only see self-care stuff and product stuff. There isn't me on there. Although it is me behind the company, I really want to be more obscure, and I just want it to be about her, you know, just the general Èlle, the general her, general ella, you know, because ella in Spanish is her, in French it's elle. So I just want that to be the main focus. So I will be starting to put up products. I will be launching my storefront on Instagram and at Etsy on October 1st. So be on the lookout for that. I will be doing a product video next week. I'm still finishing some of the labels up, but I will be demonstrating all the products live. So I'm really excited. I'm nervous, really nervous, but I hope that you guys can support me. More than anything, if you buy the product, I just want to know what you think. What could I make better? If you love it, great. But if there's like, hey, if you did this, it would take it up a notch. Like, man, that's what I really like to hear. A lot of people are scared of feedback. I'm not. I'm here to be better and better and better and to serve. Most importantly, I want, like I've been harping on, this is all about her. It's about serving her, and I want to serve all the hers out there. I want to make you feel great at home and just bring a little slice of heaven to you at home, and just know that everything that's brought to you is made by these hands at home. I will show you my workspace right now so that you can see how crazy it is and what I'm working with, but it's coming from the bottom of my heart, and I'm doing it with all of my soul and all of my heart. So I will be bringing you guys more content. This is the first video of many to come. I'm excited to bring you all this content. Please comment, talk to me on the comments. I just love hearing from you guys. And again, I'm new to the YouTube world. I know I've been here since last year, but I haven't done much with it. So just kind of motivate me to keep me getting on here. And I'll be doing videos of how I make my products as well, so you can see all the natural ingredients that I use. And I'm excited. So guys, follow both of my Instagram pages. Èlle by S is where my product will be. The product will be launching on October 1st on Instagram, on the shop on Instagram, and on Etsy as well. So I'm super duper excited. Thank you guys for supporting me again. My name is Angelique. Los adoro. Je vous aime beaucoup. For those of you who speak French, je vous adore. Merci beaucoup pour tout. Gracias a todos por estar aquí conmigo. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Sending you love and positive vibes. Stay tuned for behind the scenes on everything I do. Modeling, PR, which is public relations stuff, like all my promo stuff, and my small businesses. Real estate stuff's gonna come next, and that's gonna be cool. And I will, lots and lots of good stuff to come. Hang in there with me, guys. I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate this and all the support. I love you guys. Ciao. Audio Jungle.